You see the core side of it.
And what you're looking for is the story behind the news.
We bring it to you from Lagos, the commercial capital of Nigeria.
Giving you all sides and political stories round the clock.
Every detail from the start line to the final whistle.
CoreTV News, expanding your view.
Hello, I'm Nifemi Oguntoye with the CoreTV News this hour. INEC Resident Electoral Commissioner in Ekiti, Alilu Pai, and Commander of Army Detachment drafted for the June 21 governorship election, Aliu Momo, have restated their commitment to the conduct of a hitch-free poll in the state. Our Ekiti State correspondent Rashid now completes the story.
As reactions continue to trail the discovery of a truckload of voting materials intercepted by the Nigerian Army in Ado-Ekiti on Thursday, the INEC Resident Electoral Commissioner in the state has allayed all fears, indicating that the material are waste products of the commission. Already, there are fears on the part of the people that the discovery is a deliberate plan hatched by yet unknown politicians to manipulate the forthcoming election. Again, the Resident Electoral Commissioner maintains INEC and security agencies are ready for the election.
Because everybody will see that we are prepared. In terms of the materials, we have already sent all the non-sensitive materials to the 16 local government areas. We have already trained our SPOs, and as we speak, we are training the POs and the APOs. So we are now expecting the sensitive materials.
Leader of the Army Detachment drafts to the state for the election, Aliu Momo, admonished Ekiti people to be at peace and assured them that the Nigerian Army is only on ground for that purpose and not to scare them.
Not here to harass, to embarrass anybody. We are here to keep the peace, to make sure Ekiti people, life and property is secure throughout the period of the election. Those who are harboring hoodlums, and I bet you will get them out, and I've given the order to my men that whoever is caught with weapons or any offensive weapons against the state will be brought down. That's a straight message to everybody, irrespective of his party. We are neutral.
He, however, did not fail to read riot acts to those planning to truncate the peaceful conduct of the election.
But I want to assure you that my men are everywhere to see that the incoming election is free and fair. We are not going to take anything for granted. Actually, we have almost 10 days to go, but we are already on the ground. And that's to send a strong warning to those troubleshooters that we are ready to match them west to west and arms to arm. But then, gentlemen, please convey to them.
Though with so much trepidation on the part of many, the people believe that a heavy presence of military personnel and other security agencies on the streets of Ekiti may very well guarantee the desired peace before, during, and after the election. Rashid, CoreTV News, Ado-Ekiti.
Meanwhile, the police authorities have assured Nigerians, especially indigents of Ekiti State, of the readiness of security operatives to ensure a hitch-free governorship election in the state. Inspector General of Police Mohammed Abubakar gave this assurance during a brief meeting with the police management team. He warned all troublemakers and anti-social elements to stay away from Ekiti throughout the period of election, as the police will not hesitate to arrest and prosecute anyone, no matter how highly placed in the society. Police spokesman Frank Uba disclosed that the IG has ordered Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of operations, Michael Zokumo, to relocate to Ekiti State in order to ensure adequate police presence and coordination of all security operations for the June 21st election. Eminent constitutional lawyer Ita Sage has condemned the religious toga being bandied around the choice of who steps into the shoes of Babatunde Fashola as the next governor of Lagos. Sage, who made this known against the background of calls in some quarters that religion is a primus factor, says performance is and should be the yardstick for measuring success.
A Muslim governor does not build Muslim roads for Muslims to use alone. We all use the roads, we all use the hospitals, we all use the schools. Let us go for the best person regardless of his religion and let this primitive and backward pride be totally ignored. Let us go for the best, regardless of the religion.
Minister of Police Affairs Abdul-Jalili Adeshion has justified the siege laid on the palace of the Emir of Kano by policemen. He says it was done to protect lives and property. He advised Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso to appreciate the efforts of security agents at ensuring peace in a state instead of abusing President Goodluck Jonathan. Kwankwaso had on Wednesday accused Jonathan of being responsible for the protest that followed the appointment of a former governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, as the Emir of Kano. The governor also accused the president of deploying policemen to the palace in his bid to thwart Sanusi's emergence as the traditional ruler of the ancient town. However, Adeshion, in a statement by his chief press secretary Wale Akinola, says the governor needed to be educated on the role of police and other security agencies in the society. The minister added that no responsible governor would raise his voice and abuse a sitting president with a view of scoring cheap political goals. Nigerian women judges have called for justice for all in a sensitization forum to educate security operatives, market women, students and parents on the right actions to take in cases of sexual abuse. Omotayo Alo was at the conference and put together by the judges and brought back this report.
Let them sit down with the CJ and know how to handle the market women. So that's our reaction now, because we are being messed up by all these men. And the little ones we send out for market, they are being messed up.
In order to put an end to rising cases of sexual abuse and maltreatment of victims, women judges urge security operatives to investigate abuse cases professionally without prejudice before going to court. These women judges emphasize the importance of the move for justice for all in the country.
We want to break the culture of silence. We want police officers to welcome victims with empathy and not say, what were you wearing? Where did you go? What were you doing at 10 p.m. at night that you said you were raped? The important thing is that she was raped by somebody who is not supposed to rape her.
We need the police to be active. We need the courts to be sensitive. Sometimes you have a witness. In the course of testifying, the witness breaks down and starts crying. You can stand down the matter.
Our focus is on violence against women, particularly sexual violence against women. And everywhere, all over the world where our members are found, they are doing similar things.
Resource persons at the conference advise on ways to prevent rape and steps that victims must take.
One of the things is not to keep silent, no matter how shameful it might be, because there are mitigating circumstances. It affects their mental health, physical health, there might be diseases, there is the danger of pregnancy.
If all of us decide to arise and decide that we are going to be advocates against this, we are going to speak up. We are not going to tolerate a culture of silence. We are not going to tolerate people making jokes about what is potentially a very explosive and dangerous situation. Then we are the ones who can make the change in society.
What is important is the evidence that is available, and the duty of the police is to put together that evidence. When I come to the police and I say that someone has stolen from me, that's all I need to do. They then go on to investigate.
A representative of the Nigerian police force put up a defense to counter accusation from one of the resource persons.
Gone are the days where you find issues of a police officer will come to discourage the victim. So we don't do that right now. And you have one, we are sure you're one of the cops. And we are also doing something very, very close to the way to the issue.
However, the Lagos State Deputy Governor, represented by Ed Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Riskat Akinyode, promised to put in more measures to reduce the rising trend of women and child abuse.
We now need everybody's help to ensure that we prosecute offenders and we sensitize our people what to do, how to escape, or to avoid all these matters.
The Association of Female Justice in Nigeria has brought to the awareness people of Nigeria that all women should be treated fairly, especially as it relates to rape cases and sexual violence of women. Their call to all Nigerians is justice for all, and it's to believe that this call is heeded by all Nigerians. Omotayo Alo, CoreTV News, Lagos.
Stories from outside Nigeria next shortly after this break. Do stay with us. CoreTV News presents a platform with presence in over 30 states of the Federation. Be sure to be here. For live coverage of events, we have the capacity to deliver from anywhere in Nigeria and beyond. Contact us now on 0803-471-8550 or 0803-724-9733, 014-533-407.
Our 24-hour news station. Come June 21, it will be decision day for the people of Ekiti. 18 candidates are gunning for one seat.
I am the next governor of Ekiti.
But the people will have the final say.
I know that tolerance has a very big place.
Join extensive coverage of the election and get up to the many details as development unfolds.
I'm the voice of the Ekiti people.
With expert analysis from the best political team on television.
And that's honesty of island.
Join us all day June 21 to find out who emerges the next governor of Ekiti State.
We have agreed to move this state forward.
Keep a date with us on CoreTV News. You can also watch us live on our website on www.coretvnews.com, a 24-hour news station.
Thanks for being there. The International Criminal Court says it will try Ivory Coast ex-president Laurent Gbagbo for crimes against humanity allegedly committed during the bloody 2010-2011 election standoff. Gbagbo, 69, the first former head of state brought before the ICC, is accused of masterminding a campaign of violence in the world's largest cocoa-producing country during post-presidential election violence. More than 3,000 people were killed. The charges include murder, rape, and persecution. One of 3 judges dissented, however, saying there was not a realistic chance of a conviction. Gbagbo maintains that he was convicted in favor of his rival, current President Alassane Ouattara, thanks to a plot led by former colonial master France. French and UN forces backed an assault on Gbagbo's villa in Abidjan, after which Ouattara's forces detained him and handed him over to the ICC. The charges are for allegedly fomenting the wave of violence as he refused to hand over to election winner Ouattara after 10 years in power. He was denied the charges. He has, however, denied the charges against him. And that's a wrap on CoreTV News this hour. Do join us again at the top of the hour for more stories. Coming up next at 8:30, it's The Dailies. Stay with us.